Good morning, sisters, and happy new moon in Aries. If you don't know about Aries, this is the first sign of the zodiac. So this is kind of like the astrological new year happening right now. Now, as with any new beginning, of course, you might be noticing that some things are coming to an end in your life right now. Allow that to happen. Go with it, even if it feels really impulsive. That's some of the magic of Aries. It really shakes things up and gets us back to who we are at our core and sets us back on our path. So before we even get started with the tarot reading, know that go with the opportunities that are coming up right now in your life. Now, this month in the Sisterhood, we are doing a money manifestation lab. That is where we experiment with our ability to call in our abundance. Now, of course, there are some really obvious benefits to doing this. The first is, that you're going to have more assets to explore with and see who you want to be. But there are some deeper implications here. The first is that you're going to be really connecting with your intuition and working with your spirit guides to call in money. Now, that might not happen at the end of this month. It might take you some time to really get that money manifestation ball rolling, and it's okay. Give yourself time. But this is one of the easiest practices to connect with your intuition and to connect with your spirit guides on because you can see how much progress you're making. So my hope is that the more you connect with this class, the more intuition you're going to be building and strengthening. Now, of course, there are other implications as well. Money is power in a capitalist society. And so having really sensitive women making money and being able to use money kind of evens out the equation. It allows us to better nurture the planet. It allows us to better nurture our offspring so they can take care of the planet. So there are bigger things than just you making abundance. We are working on more than just filling up your wallet right now. As you go through this month, remember that this is not just about you. This is about bringing more balance to the world. This is about protecting our planet. This is about voting with our dollar in ways that support things that we really believe and want to support. A really clear example here is buying beef at the supermarket versus supporting a small farmer who can have grass-fed beef. When you don't have money, you don't get to make the choice. When you don't have a lot of money, you don't get to make the choice on which one you're going to buy that supports your ethics. You just go with whatever is cheaper. As you start calling in money, it is really important that you are buying things that support your values, even if that thing is a little bit more expensive. So keep that in mind as you're going through this month. All right, now that we've kind of gone over a little overview of this month, let's get into our cards. We have several cards that I have pulled today. The first set are what we need to know about this month in the Money Manifestation Lab with the Harvest Moon Sisterhood. We have 4 cards in response to this. The first card is Celebrate Your Wins. Now, this is going to be crucial when you are manifesting money. We need you talking about where things are going right, even if it's very small. Even if you find $1 on the street, even if, let's say, your stocks go up, even if you get an unexpected check in the mail, no matter if it's like 75 cents, 1 penny, I need you celebrating your wins. I need you paying attention. I need you saying thank you to the universe. And of course, post it in our Facebook group so that others can see your success and we can all really build momentum as we're manifesting. It is important to remember that we are doing this as a group. So the more that we talk, the more we celebrate our wins, the more our entire group is going to strengthen this money manifestation bubble that we're in. So celebrate your wins in the group. Make sure that when you're celebrating your wins, you're thanking the universe, you're thanking wherever you get the money from, and you're thanking yourself for allowing yourself to receive that money. Celebrate your wins. The next thing that we need to know about this month in the Money Manifestation Lab is befriend the word polarize. Now, this totally correlates with our Aries new moon energy. This card says that the more you stand up for what you believe in, the more you really empower yourself and stand in your truth, the more this process, this experiment is really going to work in your favor. Befriend the word polarize. Use your money to support things that you believe in, even if it's not socially accepted or understood. Really vote with your dollar as you're going through this process. Now, there are some other correlations here. This card is really about balance as well. It's about that like give and receiving energy and finding balance there. So make sure that while you are going to be receiving, you are also giving. And if giving is your strong point, make sure that you are also receiving. That is going to be crucial as you go through this experiment and kind of see how money manifestation works in your life. The other part of this card is that it is important for you to share your beliefs. Don't be afraid to let go of some other things as you move towards what is really important to you. The more that you polarize, the more you find the tribe or the people or the energy that is really meant for you, and the easier it is to leave behind the energy that is not meant for you. So befriend the word polarize. That is one of your missions for this month. Now, the next thing that you need to know about this month is overthinking can spoil the magic. So you do not need to overthink why this is happening. I will be giving you prompts throughout this month that are magical. They are science-based, but we are not going to overthink them. We're going to just go with it. We're just going to receive. We're not going to overthink it. Instead, we're going to celebrate. We're going to stand up for what we believe in, and we are going to accept and receive. This month is all about balance. So give, but also make sure that you are allowing yourself to accept and receive. This is going to be crucial for us. It is okay to call in money. You are worthy of it. If you think about the universe like this wonderful, loving mother that she really is, you want to give to your children, so you are the universe's child. She wants you to live a happy life. She does not want you to be stressed out. She does not want you to be worried about if you're going to be able to pay your bills. It is okay to accept and receive. We are in this infinite loop of abundance. This is going to be maybe the biggest challenge for some of you this month. But that's why we're doing this experiment. We're going to learn how we can soften a little bit more and how we can learn to accept and receive. Now is a good time to take a drink of water if you have a water handy. And we're going to get in what we need to do starting right now to really kickstart this money manifestation. Now we do have 3 cards that are in response to what we need to do in the money manifestation. First is limitations inspire innovations. So while usually we just seek out the positive, here it is important to pay attention to what feels limiting to you. That is right where we're going to start. What feels limiting? What are you unable to purchase right now? What are you unable to feel, like security or freedom or happiness or connection with your children? Pay attention to what feels limiting. Write it down. Give space for a new answer to emerge and to figure out what innovations can come from your limitations. All right, the next thing that we need to be doing starting right now is light in the unexpected. Now this card makes a lot of sense because money has a lot attached to it. There's a lot of fears. There's a lot of limiting beliefs, like that money is corruption. There's a lot of just big stuff that is connected to our money. You guys know what I'm talking about. You know some times where you haven't been able to buy what you need, or where you maybe have questioned if A, you should be guilty about having money, or B, you should feel guilty for not having money. So there is light in the unexpected. We're going to unearth some of that dark stuff and really bring light to those places. So pay attention to what you do not like about your money situation right now, and then bring some light to it. Think about what could be in that place instead. Where there is lack, what would make you feel like you were abundant? Really write those things down. That's going to be really important while we're calling in our abundance. Now the last card here is Creator Genes. Now this is a reminder that you are creative. You are a creator. It is in your DNA. So all of these places that feel limiting, you have the ability to make these abundant, to make these full of light, to make these airy, to really move towards the things that you want in your life. And while you're doing that, while you're solving these issues, while you're healing this money trauma, you're passing that on to your offspring. You're allowing them to see better ways to handle their money. And if you do not have children, this still counts. You're still healing the collective. Maybe you have nieces and nephews that you are allowing them to further understand how they can correctly identify with money, or a better way to connect with money and to connect with that energy. Now, the last card of this tarot reading is, what long-term goal do we need to work towards in the Money Manifestation Lab? And we got successive transformation. So this month might not be life-altering for you at the end of these 30 days, but this is just a practice run. This is where you are learning these techniques. The more you work with them, the better you're going to get. So allow yourself to slowly transform. Slow and steady progress is good progress. It's what continues to allow us to build. It's the kind of progress that stays. So just know that this is just the beginning. Continue using these techniques, continue working with your intuition and your spirit guides in these ways, and allow yourself to build something that you're really proud of. Allow yourself to connect with money in a way that feels right, that feels good, that honors you, that honors your spirit. It's going to be all right, sisters. So that is your tarot reading for this month in the Harvested Moon Sisterhood. I am so excited that you are here and that we get to do this work together. Feels so good. So thank you very much. Now, I have written some intention setting prompts in this newsletter. It is a little bit different than normal because we are going to spend the next 3 days setting our intentions. So you have a different prompt for each day. Today's prompt is all about focusing on how you want to feel financially. Now, this is really an important thing to get into. So you know how sometimes you think you want a thing and it will bring you happiness and joy, but you really think it's just this thing that is going to bring that to you. So you work really hard and then you get that thing and it feels kind of empty. You know what I'm talking about? That's happened a lot to me. So we do this especially with money. Capitalism, the patriarchy, that has all taught us that money is what will bring us joy and happiness, not just to seek joy and happiness itself, but to seek money. So this month, we are going to change that. We're going to focus on how we want to feel, and that is going to be our ultimate intention for this month. We're not going to really focus on the dollar amount. We're only going to accept dollars that support that overall mission of however we want to feel. So today, I want you to focus on how you want to feel. Now, just to give you another example of why focusing on what you want your money to do for you is important, let's say that what you really want, the reason you really want financial security or abundance is because you really want to connect with your kids. Now, if you didn't specifically set intentions to connect with your kids, you might not realize that that's something that you want to be doing. And so you might have opportunities where you could connect with your children, but instead you're chasing a dollar because you think that dollar will somehow fulfill this need, this desire to connect with your children, and you'll overlook your children. Now, I know that it seems kind of silly, but this really is one of the biggest mistakes that people make with their money. They give up really beautiful opportunities to chase a dollar that is unfulfilled or unfulfilling. So focus on what you want to feel, what you want your money to bring you, and then only accept dollars that support how you want to feel. Now, they might not support that this month, but they might support it in 6 months. So just keep that in mind as you're doing this work and as you're setting intentions for today. Of course, I do want you to head on over to the Facebook group in order to post what your intentions are. All right, ladies, that's it. Have a great day and happy new moon.